Hello, everybody. My name is Ash, and I'm here with
Kelechi.
And I'm here with Kelechi on Gunners Hub Africa. And it's Man City 0, Arsenal 0. Kelechi, how your take on the game?
Okay. All right. As you can see, it's a very tough game today. But Arsenal had a nice game because the coach had a game plan. So right from the beginning, the players, they were mindful of their defense, So they defended well and tried to hold some possessions. But, Man City has a very tough side to meet, They must surely take the possession from you. But I believe Arsenal, to me, if I may say, they had a very good game today. So at least the result is very, very favorable for them. I believe they are still on the title race too. Thank you.
And most importantly, for the first time in a long time in the Premier League, we've not considered a goal from Man City in the Premier League. When Ateta came, he said the gap was enormous. And this result shows you today that we are closing that gap.
Actually, last 2 seasons ago, when Arsenal met Man City, and Ateta was the coach, if you can remember about that match, the 2 matches we met Man City, they won Arsenal home and away. So he now had to, as a good coach, he now had to start back, and check why must this team be beating my team? You understand? Why must they be beating us? He had to do his homework and know that, man, I don't need to attack too much. I don't need to expose my defense. You play more of a ball holding midfielders and, they're mindful of your half. He had that game plan and he tried it on the Community Shield. And he had a very good result. They won the Community Shield. So, Arsenal against Man City at Emirates Stadium, he repeated the same game plan and he had the result. He won. So today, they still use the same game plan. Yeah. So he had a good result today because for you to come to Man City Fortress, because that place is their fortress, yes, for you to have a result there is very, very difficult. So I believe Arsenal had a very nice game today. Thank you.
So was there any point in this game you felt that, come close. Yeah. Was there any point in this game you felt like we could win it?
Arsenal had a very good chances, If Trossard has started ahead of Gabriel Jesus, because Gabriel Jesus is a player that is a very skillful striker. You understand? For him to strike, he must have dressed the ball. But if someone like Trossard had those chances he had, I believe we must have, lashed one inside the net.
Especially in the first half.
Yes, as you can see. That one, he dribbled the first one, dribbled the second one, and before he could know it, they've close-marked him. You understand? So, he's a very fine player to me. You understand? Because he's somehow physical. And he really, really contributed well in this game. Because without him, I believe Kiwior must have been highly exposed. You understand? He was covering for Kiwo, stay attacking. So he had a very good game today. If I may rate him out of 10, you understand? I may give him 9 or 8. He had a very good game today. Yeah.
So looking at the title race, what does this result do for the boys? I'm talking about the confidence boost. Coming to Etihad, getting a draw, and not conceding a goal from Manchester City in the Premier League.
Honestly, it's a very big boost for Arsenal. For the title race, provided it is involved, it's a very big boost. But if I may still tell you, Arsenal have a very crucial matches ahead of them. They have to go to Old Trafford. Chelsea is coming to Emirates. We are Arsenal too. They are going to
Tottenham
Stadium. So these 3 matches, I think we call it cracker. It's a very solid match for Arsenal. So if they can have good results in this match, I believe their title race hope is still on. They can still make a difference. You understand? If you really notice what happened last year, they weren't focused enough. They were seeing themselves like as if champions already. And when you are topping the league and you're looking at your back, you see a team like Man City, coming forward. You see the teams like Liverpool, coming. I think you need to tighten up your barracks. You need to tighten up yourself well. They weren't focused. If you notice, like this, what they were facing now, as you can see, by now Arsenal are supposed to at least be topping this league, like 6 points ahead. Back in this last Xmas, they lost against Fulham. They lost against West Ham in Emirates Stadium. You understand? If they must have won, maybe one against the two. You understand? Maybe they won at Emirates. Yeah. At least they're supposed to be topping the league now. But as you can see, I believe Arsenal, they are on the right track. They are like a moving train now. Forget that they met a higher team like Man City. You understand? If you really notice, Arsenal have met Liverpool. They won Liverpool at home and drew Liverpool at their own home. Like
2 seasons now.
Yes, likewise Man City too. You understand? So I believe their title hope is still on. If they can still maintain the pace they are now, I believe they can achieve it. Thank you.
So lastly, who was your man of the match?
Honestly, I will give it to. I have a tally. Gabriel and Saliba.
Fantastic pair.
They had a very good game today. They were solid in their defense. If you can see that, their talisman called Haaland. They held him down. You understand? So he couldn't even make any move. I don't even think he had a shot on target. Maybe if he must have a shot on target, maybe one. And not like Haaland.
I don't think he had a shot on target. He didn't have any shot on target, yeah.
So I give it to or both of them. You understand? They really did well. Because I believe the tally is too tight. Because two of them played a very nice game today. Thank you very much.
So lastly, seeing players like Thomas Partey come off the bench, Tomiyasu come off the bench, Martinelli coming off the bench, depth. That tells you depth. And looking at the fact that in the business end of the season, we have these players coming back from injury.
That's a very good one, you know. When you have your full house, if you have a full house, you understand, and you have different players to, integrate, I believe you will go. But when you look at you turn around to see your bench, you notice that, man, I don't even have any solid player to come in. Yeah. But if you're turning around, you are seeing solid players. It gives you more boost. Yeah. Even the ones playing, if you are selected to start, and you're looking at the bench too, you know that when you have another powerful player that plays your wing, yes, you will tighten up yourself. You will play more, you will put more effort. But if you look, the person that they will be substituting you with doesn't even know what to do. You will be doing anyhow. But if you see that, man, this person is very tough too. And you have to wake up and do the needful. I believe Tomiyasu signing a new contract, coming back from injury, is a very big boost for Arsenal. If you really notice, when they put him, Man City had to put Doku. And you and I know that Doku is a very physical player. He's very strong. He is a pacey player, but this guy chained him down, and he did a very marvelous work today. Likewise, Thomas Partey, he did a very good job today. If you really notice our last match against Man City, when they introduced Partey and this Tomiyasu, their two connections gave Arsenal the goal. You understand? So I believe we had a very good game today. Thank you very much.
Right, thank you very much. Thank you.